for what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, as days like today, they can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on another team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Falcons will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Rainbow Warriors offense will go on the attack first. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires one high and deep. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
The Rainbow Warriors have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Warriors! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Air Force's offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good, but you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. Snowed under by the defense.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Falcons will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The play-action fake. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down?
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And that's a first down for the offense.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a little space across the 45. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Keeps it himself and gets the first. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Give to the fullback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Second down.
into the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Harris. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
After that last completion, it's second down. Give to the big fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires complete on the crosser.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
And the Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. At the 20, he's got space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Handoff to the fullback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On to a attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Sims.
I guess if you're going to get a 1-yard gain, at least it's kind of a highlight. Great body control, great job understanding how to keep a foot in bounds and give a little toe tap on the sidelines there.
The loudest jet you can think of has nothing on this crowd as they try to help the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
At the 36.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Rainbow Warriors, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He wants to throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's Sims. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play, the defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Johnson looking to throw. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Falcons will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in at the 40. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Finds his man down the middle. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Harris. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the move. Can't get him to the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this center down gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
On the play. Brings up second down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now on the option. Now the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
4th down coming up.
The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
The Cadets here doing their best impressions of a jet engine right on takeoff. Listen to this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
The Rainbow Warriors are on the move. Takes the handoff. It's Sims. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's how you take care of one of the faster quarterbacks in college football. You don't even give him a chance to scramble. That defense was all over him. They had multiple guys win their one-on-ones. They got into the backfield and brought him down for a sack inside the pocket.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Soft spot in the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Look out, he's got room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Looking left. It's caught downfield. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. And the Rainbow Warriors had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They march 78 yards down the field, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Number 17, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Here comes the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Brings up 2nd down.
Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Johnson wants to throw it. Release to the back. They're working that left side. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left, and the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The Rainbow Warriors are in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Sims. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's third down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback extends the play. Touchdown, Hawaii! And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Johnson looking to throw. That's caught. It's Roberson.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
And the Falcons come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
The QB sneak has been around for 4,000 years. Obviously some exaggeration, but so hard to stop. Quarterback gets it, starts to burrow behind that offensive line, and now you got the push behind with these guys. It's almost impossible to stop.
The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Smith. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Carson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll immediately call timeout.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
And the Falcons can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Oh, he makes the catch. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
A lot of times the QB's going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back. Let him catch it. Let him go get a first down for you.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. Somebody catch it, big fella.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Falcon. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
Is no good. That keeps the score.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.